Residents at Brightview Senior Living Communities enjoy enhanced possibilities, independence, and choice. Brightview Dulles Corner in Herndon and Brightview, Great Falls, offer vibrant senior independent living, assisted living, and memory care services through various daily programs and cultural events. Chef-prepared meals, safety and security, transportation, resort-style amenities, and high-quality care. Everything you need is here. Discover more at brightviewseniorliving.com. Equal housing opportunity.
This is your moment, your time to shine, your comeback. You're ready for the next step in your career, and you want an education employers respect. So you're not just going back to school, you're coming back with Purdue Global. Backed by Purdue University, one of the nation's most respected public universities, Purdue Global is built for people who bring their life experience into the online classroom. Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
This Father's Day, the Home Depot has the perfect gift to help Dad be everything he can be, because your dad is more than just a dad. He's the groundskeeper of the yard, the perfecter of the patio, and the cleaner of the clippings. This Father's Day, power Dad's doing with the convenience and gas-like power of Milwaukee cordless outdoor tools from the Home Depot. Plus, get up to $150 off select Milwaukee tools. Find the perfect Father's Day gift at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Shop for Father's Day now in stores or online at homedepot.com.
The best things in life, they come in twos. 2 scoops of ice cream, 2 tacos. And now for a limited time, get our best deal of the year. Buy any phone when you switch to Consumer Cellular and get 2 months of service free. That's right, the same fast, reliable nationwide coverage as Big Wireless, now with 2 months free. Proof the best things in life really do come in twos. Visit consumercellular.com or call 1-888-FREEDOM. Second and third month of monthly base service fee waived for new customers with the purchase of a phone and activation by July 31st, 2024. Taxes, fees, and third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
Hello, from Wonder Media Network, I'm Jenny Kaplan, and this is Womanica. This Pride Month, we're talking about wordsmiths, women who use language to create community, give a voice for change, and inspire future generations to do the same. Today we're talking about an Argentine short story writer, poet, and novelist. She didn't have a wide readership in her lifetime, but now is considered one of the most prolific and singular Argentine writers. Please welcome Silvina Ocampo. Silvina was born in 1903 in Buenos Aires to one of Argentina's wealthiest families. They owned big tracts of land for livestock and agriculture, and also made money in exports and trade. Silvina was the youngest of 6 sisters. All of them enjoyed a privileged upbringing. They were educated by governesses and learned English, French, and Italian, languages considered more sophisticated than the national language of Spanish. In addition to their elaborate riverside estate outside Buenos Aires, the family had an apartment in Paris. When they took trips there via ship, they'd bring along 1 or 2 cows so their daughters had fresh milk to drink. Growing up, Silvina felt like the ugly duckling. She called herself the etc. of her family. Her parents largely ignored her, which gave her the freedom to play and explore on her own. She rebelled against her family's upper-crust lifestyle. Silvina preferred spending time sewing, ironing, and cooking with the domestic servants. When she wasn't doing that, she was striking out against her parents' wishes. Silvina would walk around the neighborhood, making friends with the people who slept near the river. As soon as she could, Silvina moved to Paris so she could study painting under the modernist painters Giorgio de Chirico and Ferdinand Léger. But Silvina found her tutors to be unimpressive, so she returned home to Buenos Aires. Soon, she met a rich and attractive writer named Adolfo Bioy Casares. They started dating, and Silvia moved into his country house. They weren't married, a scandal at the time, but Silvina didn't care. Silvina didn't care much for social norms or society in general. She didn't visit salons or attend dinners or cultural events. She didn't much enjoy traveling. Instead, she and Adolfo spent their days writing. On the page, Silvina was able to work through her feelings of anxiety and isolation. In 1937, she published her first book of stories called Forgotten Journey. It's a collection of more than 20 surrealist fairy tales that drew inspiration from local crime stories and distortions of her childhood memories. Each story centers around children who were cruel, abused, abusive, often murderous. In 1940, Adolfo and Silvina got married. It was a modest occasion, no parties or fanfare, just a few witnesses at the civil registrar. Silvina was close to other prolific writers who sometimes criticized her work. Her sister, Victoria, ran the publishing house and literary magazine Sur. Victoria published the likes of Carl Jung, Virginia Woolf, Albert Camus, and Jean-Paul Sartre. Victoria praised Silvina's poetry but called her stories awkward. Silvina's husband was good friends with iconic writer Jorge Luis Borges, and he had something to say about Silvina's stories, too. Borges complained that some parts are too long, some too short, and he was confused by the cruelty that Silvina's characters so often displayed. Though he also wrote that Silvina was, quote, one of our best writers. Her stories have no equal in our literature. Throughout her life, Silvina published poetry books, novels, and short story collections. Her poetry was more conventional and thus received more attention and praise than her experimental and surrealist narrative fiction. In addition to writing, Silvina was also an accomplished translator, rendering works from Emily Dickinson, Edgar Allan Poe, and Herman Melville into Spanish. She also wrote plays and stories for children. Much of Silvina's personal life remained a mystery. We know that her husband had many affairs. Silvina possibly had affairs of her own, some with women. We know that the couple remained close friends with Borges and invited him over for Christmas dinners, New Year's parties, and summer vacations. And we know that Silvina very rarely left her apartment. Silvina died on December 14, 1993, in Buenos Aires. She was 90 years old. It seems that she would take her secrets with her, but after her death, unpublished writings of hers were found. One of them was her novel, The Promise. It took Silvina 25 years to write, and she was battling dementia for many of those years. The plot follows a woman who's a passenger on a ship and falls into the ocean. Swimming for her life, she constructs a gallery of memories to avoid losing hope. In 2019, The Promise and Forgotten Journey were available for the first time in English. Today, Silvina is celebrated for her experimental surrealist work. It's highly regarded as a treasure of the Argentine literary world. All month, we're talking about Wordsmiths. For more information, find us on Facebook and Instagram at Womanica Podcast. Special thanks to Liz Kaplan, my favorite sister and co-creator. As always, we'll be taking a break for the weekend. Talk to you on Monday.
Residents at Brightview Senior Living Communities enjoy enhanced possibilities, independence, and choice. Brightview Dulles Corner in Herndon and Brightview, Great Falls, offer vibrant senior independent living, assisted living, and memory care services through various daily programs and cultural events. Chef-prepared meals, safety and security, transportation, resort-style amenities, and high-quality care. Everything you need is here. Discover more at brightviewseniorliving.com. Equal housing opportunity.
Does money stress you out? Let Facet flip your financial chaos into clarity.
We feel way more confident and secure in our finances, and with that comes a sense of freedom.
Financial planning from Facet is here to help you improve your life today, tomorrow, and every day after that.
Facet was really the place where we saw all of the tools and the people coming together.
Visit Facet.com, FACET.com to learn more. This ad is sponsored by Facet. Facet Wealth is an SEC registered investment advisor. This is not an offer to buy or sell securities, nor is it investment, legal, or tax advice. These testimonials are from current Facet members who are not compensated. All opinions are their own and not a guarantee of a similar outcome.
At the Coca-Cola Company, Keurig Dr. Pepper, and PepsiCo, our bottles might still look the same, but some of them can be remade in a whole new way, using 100% recycled plastic. New bottles made using no new plastic except the caps and labels. You'll be seeing more of these new bottles in more places, and that's thanks to you, because when we get more bottles back, we can use less new plastic. Learn how our bottles are made to be remade at madetoberemade.org.
McDonald's presents Burger Reviews by Hamburglar. Today's review, the hotter, juicier classic burgers. Mr. Hamburglar. Robble. He said, of all the McDonald's burgers I've ever hamburgled, these are the hottest, juiciest, and tastiest. Robble.
Hamburglary is on the rise. Get caught with a medium double cheeseburger meal for $6. Price and participation may vary. Promotion pricing may be lower than meal price. Comparison to prior classic burgers.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.